How is it going, everyone? We have a pretty notable PlayStation Plus update for the month of May ahead of the Instant Game Collection being removed for PlayStation 5 owners. A game that was previously removed has now been added back into the service. The service is expiring on May the 9th, so we gotta hit this home. We gotta reiterate it as many times as possible, but you want to take advantage of this as soon as possible, so we'll talk all about that. Also, Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, they wasted absolutely no time in getting that out. It is available right now, so we'll talk about that briefly. And Amnesia the Bunker has gotten a batch of new gameplay. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But Persona 5, the base game, has been re-added to the PlayStation Plus collection. The Instant Game Collection that is available for Plus subscribers exclusively on PlayStation 5. Persona 5 was pulled in May of last year, and then out of nowhere, I guess it's back up. I just checked on my PlayStation 5, and yeah, the game is live. This was getting some traction on social media, and you know, it's not Persona 5 Royal, but Persona 5, the base game, is still worthwhile to go through, and it's a fantastic game in its own right. Royal is obviously the expanded version and the version I would recommend, but hey, Royal still goes for like $30+, and not all of you guys are trying to spend that, especially if you have Plus, the Plus collection. If you have Plus Essential, you'll be eligible to get the Plus collection. So take advantage of that. That is a great offer and a great game. One of the best JRPGs of all time that has returned to the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection. This offer does expire on May 9th. By the way, for those of you that only have a PlayStation 4, you have to have a PlayStation 5 to redeem this collection of games. What I would recommend you to do, if you have a buddy that has a PS5, you can either go to their crib, or if you trust them enough, you can have them log into your account and then redeem all the games. You can do that, I believe, and you'd be good to go in terms of redeeming the Plus collection title. So to reiterate what games are available in that tier, or it's the Essential tier, but it's a part of the Plus collection, and it'll be rotating out May 9th. Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Bloodborne, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Zombies Chronicles Edition, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Days Gone, which by the way runs fantastic on PS5, Detroit Become Human, Fallout 4, which will be getting a PS5 upgrade, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, which runs great on PS5, God of War, which runs great on PS5, Infamous Second Son, which, you guessed it, runs great on PS5, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat X, Ratchet & Clank, which runs great on PS5, Resident Evil 7, Last Guardian, Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, Thief's End, and Until Dawn. I know Last of Us and Uncharted 4 have upgraded PS5 releases, but why not have those in your library as well? I imagine the majority of you already do. But nonetheless, all of those games are rotating out on May the 9th, so I just want to reiterate it as many times as possible so all of you guys do get access to these games. Once they're redeemed into your library, they are yours to own. It's very similar to the other games that rotate in for Plus Essential. They actually get added to your library. With the extra titles, they're a part of a subscription service in perpetuity as long as the contract is, the licensing deal is. But once those games rotate out, it's not in your library. You don't have access to those games anymore. But this game collection, they will be in your library, and as long as you're a Plus subscriber, you will have access to those games. So, you know, this is hundreds of dollars worth of games. Even if you were to buy all of these games on sale, Days Gone still goes for a decent penny, FF15 still goes for a decent amount, Infamous Second Son goes for like $10, RE7 goes for like $8, Ratchet & Clank, I want to say, goes for like $10. Bloodborne still goes for like $12.49 on sale, so it's like sizable amount of value out of this Plus collection, so jump on that as soon as possible, and yeah, definitely take advantage of that alongside your monthly Plus Essential titles, which are live right now. Alright, moving on from that, we talked about Marvel Spider-Man, a game that is being pulled from PlayStation Plus Extra later this month. Very transparent as to why Sony's doing this. They want to make some good old cash off of the release of Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, which did drop on the PlayStation Store for $49.99. If you have any version of Spider-Man, that being the base game or the Game of the Year edition, you can upgrade to the Remastered edition for $9.99. Ideally, you would want to have the base game, so at least you get the value of having the DLC getting added there as well. The Game of the Year edition already included the DLC. Price point is absolutely whack. $50 for a game that came out 5 years ago is just stupid. At least with the PC release, it was on a totally new platform, so I could kind of let that slide, given that, you know, PC players just seeing Spider-Man on PC, that was, like, pretty cool. In this case, like, this remastered version, by the way, has also been available on PlayStation 5 since fall of 2020 when the PS5 dropped, and it was a $20 extra charge on top of Miles Morales, so why is it being released standalone for a $50 charge? Yes, you don't have to buy Miles Morales anymore, but still, $50 is completely egregious for a game like this. Most of you guys probably will go the route of a $10 upgrade, and again, if you do want it, if you have a disc-based console, go find a used copy of Spider-Man for like $9.99 and then buy the upgrade for like $9.99, and then you'll get the Marvel Spider-Man Remastered for $20, because that's really what this game should be. But obviously Sony knows what they're doing as far as finances go. Given that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming out, they're looking to make a late push for that game and make some money along the way. So yeah, that's what Sony does these days. They monetize their games an obscene amount of times. Like I've mentioned before, look at what they did with Spider-Man now. They had the release on PS4, they had the release of City That Never Sleeps, DLC for that. Then they had the release of Miles Morales, then they had the Miles Morales Ultimate Edition that included Spider-Man Remastered, then they had the PC release, now they have Spider-Man Remastered as a standalone release. It's just, they try to make as much money as they can off their games, and I get it, it's business, that's their end goal, but yeah, and it looks like they'll be doing the same thing with Horizon as well, especially if they do a Horizon Enhanced release on PS5, which is just wild to me. And if they, I imagine they're going to do the same thing with Forbidden West, given that that game had a release, had Burning Shores, probably will have a PC release. Who knows if the PC release will include Burning Shores right off the rip, or they'll try to, sell them separately on PC. Honestly, I would be like, yeah, that's kind of fresh if they do that. That's just so transparent at that point that, more power to them. I mean, Square Enix is doing it with the FF7 remake as well. I get it, these games cost a lot of money to make, these businesses are trying to make a profit, but this price point just a little bit wild for my liking. But nonetheless, I know some of you don't care about it. Everybody already has Spider-Man Remastered. I get it, but yeah, for new people that want to play it, this honestly should have just been added to PlayStation Plus Extra. Like, let's be real, the game's been out for almost 3 years now, so that's just my 2 cents. Lastly, I do want to note, Amnesia the Bunker gets 10 minutes of new gameplay. Frictional Games has showcased the latest gameplay of Amnesia the Bunker, which we did upload a preview video of that. Check that out if you haven't, but an incredibly atmospheric horror title. Frictional does a great job with their horror games, at least some of them. Amnesia, the first title, was an all-time classic. Soma is a tremendous game that not enough people give enough love to. The subsequent Amnesia titles weren't as great, but they were still okay titles, but Bunker looks to be a title that a lot of people are going to be able to get behind, and it was scheduled for a release, I believe, on May 16th, and it might have even seen a delay before that. Now we do know it'll finally be coming out on May 23rd. It'll be hitting Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Check out the gameplay for yourself. I think it looks like an immersive horror title, and it is more of an open horror game, not a full-blown open world. Noted to be a semi-open world, but it looks like it's going to be something that is going to be incredibly replayable as well. Even though the runtime might be 6 to 7 hours, they are aiming for a game that will be replayable, that you'll want to go through multiple times over. But that'll do it for me. Again, ahead of the Instant Game Collection on PlayStation Plus expiring, go redeem that as soon as possible. It's definitely a value offer that you don't want to miss. Spider-Man Remastered officially out, and Amnesia the Bunker gets 10 minutes of new gameplay. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.